All right, good morning, guys. So today we are, well, I guess I am, because my brother's not here to join me right now. I'm on my way about 50 minutes from our place to pick up this manual 530i E34, of course. Picking it up because, well, I'll show you in a minute why. It's really the whole reason why we're getting it. It's picking up for $700. It's a complete car. All right, a little update. Got the car on the trailer now. Didn't really film over there. I don't really like putting cameras in people's faces, especially when they don't expect it. So when I get back home in about another 50 minutes, I'll update you guys, show you why we got the car. So here we go. All right, first set of problems. God, I'm never getting a tow dolly again, but this tire exploded just now. It sounded like a fucking gunshot coming from inside. But we're gonna get the jack out. I brought jack spare tires because I thought these were flat when I went and checked it out, but I guess not. But let's replace this tire.
I'll come back when the tire's replaced.
Yeah, that's a blowout if I've ever seen one. Jesus Christ. All right, spare tire on. Hopefully the other side makes it. Honestly, not sure. But looks to be in better condition than the other tire, so let's get on the road and see what happens. All right, finally made it back. Luckily, this other tire didn't blow out on me. Let me show you guys like more than half the reason of why this car's even here. Let me just open the door, pop the hood. It does have a front bumper too. I just took it off because I wasn't gonna clear that. But this right here is the entire reason we got this car. Full BC Coilovers for the 540 HE53 project we got going on. So we figured, you know, might as well save some money because new, these are what, $1,400, maybe more. And then you have to get them welded onto the knuckle. So this one's already done. Full set, $700. Still works. Relatively new. It's dirty because I don't know if this was a drift car or if it was a sideshow car, to be honest with you, but holy fuck, was it overheated. So that's why it's all dirty in here. Coolant everywhere. Coming out the pump, up here, back here. Yeah, this thing's fucking destroyed, but oh, cool, nice. Comes with a cup holder. We had another one, but it broke. That's dope. But yeah, let's get started here. Step one, get this car up, put it on bricks, and then I'm gonna take off all the wheels and then start taking the suspension out. Sorry for the background noise. Got a lawnmower going over there. But my phone was gonna die, so I let it charge for a little bit. Now we're out here a little later in the day. Broke the lug nuts loose, got up in the air, and I'm gonna insert bricks because the junkyard says if there's no tires on it, gotta be on bricks, so grant their wish. Honestly, I don't know why I'm wearing pants and Tim's right now. It's like 100 degrees. At least it feels like it. It says it's only like 90 something, but there's no way. So let's get these bricks on. Boom. Let's see. Oh, yes. Boom. BC Coilovers, baby. Let's start getting these things out. On here, You just need a 5mm for the ABS, or sorry, the speed sensor. And then you need a 13mm, a 17, a 19, and a 22mm socket wrench, as well as a breaker bar. And of course the according ratchet wrenches. And then I also happen to have a impact, so that'll be nice to use. So let's get started here. So I'm only gonna film one side, one front, one back, because it's essentially the same thing. Well, it really is the same thing. We're gonna have to remove the brake caliper bracket, the rotor, as well as all these fittings for the lines, the hydraulic lines, as well as the speed sensor. And then we're also gonna have to get down here, remove these bolts, pop down the lower control arm, pop out the sway bar, pop out the tie rod. So let's get to it. All right, first things first, let's remove this clip right here. Sweet, there's one. Now we gotta get back here, remove these dust covers, get to the hardware holding on the caliper to the bracket. There's one on top and then one directly below. Had to make a quick trip. Could not find my 7mm hex for the life of me. So just picked up this set, 10 bucks. That'll do. Let's get on back. All right, got the 7mm hex in here. So we got one up here, one on the bottom like I showed before. So let's get this one out. Sweet. There's one. There's the bottom one. And there we go. Now we can unplug that, the brake pad wear sensor. Get that out. All right. Now next, these two. And we just take this bracket off, and then we got to get this hex bolt down here. Then we take the rotor off, and then take off all these hoses and wires and BS. And then take it off from down here. All right, so for these two bracket bolts, it's gonna be a 19mm. Let's get this baby off. All right, both bolts removed. Put them down over there. Now, what we have next is to get this rotor off, 6mm hex. And we're gonna take this rotor off. All right, well, turns out my impact can just take it off without doing the trick. Just like that. All right, now we just gotta get all these wires out and then start bolting it from the bottom. And then we just have the 3 on top and we'll be good. And this is a 19mm, there's just 3 of them. And then this should be able to separate. And then just go for the 3 bolts on top and I should be good for this side. All right, got these 3 out. Now I need to get the end links out for the sway bar. Number 1. And number 2. So, didn't really record it coming out, but I'm sure most of you understand the process. Same order operations all the way around. Right, so for the back, it's a little easier. It's literally just this one bolt right here. And then it's 2 bolts on top under the rear deck lid. It'll be right under here. So I'll show you guys that probably tomorrow, since I'm running out of daylight and I do not have lights for nighttime, and I really don't like working at night. There's no point, no rush. So we'll get back to this tomorrow. All right, guys, right now brother's home, so now he's gonna help me out with this part. We gotta take out the rear seat so we can get access to these bolts back here. Because I tried taking the bottom ones off first, but there's just no way. So see the bolts up there, so we're taking out the rear seats so we can get access through the top, get those off, that way we can push this down and get this rear bolt right there off. Nice and easy. Update, got the bolts out, guys. And then take this one out, 22, and this one's up there at 12s. And now, look at that, guys. All done. And tomorrow I'll give you guys a better visual of what's going on. All right, guys, it's day 2. Took all 3 out. The only one left is this one right here, and it's just this bottom 22mm bolt. But my phone died last night, and I have to keep intermittently charging it, and I kind of just forgot about filming. But you have to take off the rear seat and the rear deck, and then under this foam here is the access point to the 3 12mm bolts holding it onto the chassis. Next video, when we install these onto the 540, I will be a little more in depth and show you guys the torque specs as well. Hopefully to help some people out who haven't done this before, like I haven't, and give you guys some tips and tricks if I come across any. So I'm gonna pull this one off and pull some other small things off this car as well before the junkyard picks it up. Look at this poor car, man. Jesus. She was definitely smacked at one point in time. Probably why it's got a salvage title. Oh my God.